But nice. Sometime today I'm gonna switch out monitors. I'm not gonna switch out monitors. I'm gonna switch out different. What are they called? Modems. I'm gonna switch out different modems for the internet, and hopefully, give or take, that's gonna fix it. I hope. If not, then I'm gonna. If it's still the same, then I might just still use the monitor. The modem. I still might use the modem because it'll hopefully be better. Give or take. Alright. So if we come back over to hello. The lovely day for my stream deck to not stream deck. Hello? Is my stream deck just like... Oh, hello. Finally showed itself. Okay. My stream deck just didn't want to work anymore. It's not responding. That's not a good sign. Everything else still works. Everything else still works. It's just my stream deck is just like, I don't really want to work. It's too much work. Which working is too much work. Why would I want to work when that's way too much work? Good time for a break. Make sure you guys go rehydrate, go stretch. It's a good time for a break. And while that happens, I can close the program. Figure out why that doesn't want to work. I can close that. I don't think I'm using anything from Steam. Okay. Now, Stream Deck. Reopen that. Hopefully it'll work again. I literally just started a YouTube channel. It was like, it's too much work. I don't really want to do anything. Boom. Boom. Pressing buttons still doesn't want to... Is anyone else having problems with Stream Deck? Or is it just me? Because for some random reason, my Stream Deck doesn't want to work. It's just my Stream Deck, too. It's like, everything else works perfectly fine. But the Stream Deck is just like, that's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work. Okay, it's now down. Okay. Stream Deck. I might have to unplug it and plug it back in. Yeah, I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in. I gotta find out which one it's plugged into first. Okay. It's like the only braided cord that I actually have. Wow, how fancy. I'm gonna have to actually stand up for this one. Because apparently, it's too far away and it's out of my range. I realized I don't have to listen to music this entire time. There we go. Say hello to the good parts. I'm hoping that was the right one. That was the right one. Okay. And if I press that, it works. Good old quick restart and start it again. It always works. It always works. If they tell you it doesn't work, then they're lying. They're lying. They're always lying. Okay. Now that my Stream Deck seems to want to work now, can I just say, for some random reason, YouTube hasn't sent out the notification like, hey, buddy, we're live. No one's got that notification yet. I don't know why. Interesting. We live on YouTube doing game dev stuff. If anyone wanted to join. Boom. Haha. Cool. Because there are some people that don't like Twitch. So they usually just go to YouTube sometimes. Okay. How long have I been streaming for? 4 hours. Okay. Okay. What were we doing? Audio. I'm really excited about the audio, man. I'm really excited about the audio. Okay. This one. That's what we're after. Cool. For some random reason, YouTube still hasn't sent out the ping to Discord. Interesting. Okay. Did we save that somewhere? I cannot remember where I saved it. Tools. It definitely wasn't in tools. No, temp. Yeah, I don't think I saved it. Oh, wait. I did save one of them, but I don't think this was it. That's actually going to take me to there. Don't take me to there. Okay, boom. 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 Okay, yeah, this was the demo one. This was the demo one. This is not the actual one that we're going to use. It's not the actual thing that we're going to use, but it will give us some demo ones that we can use. Haha, it works. It's 2 pings though. It's 2 pings though. It's fine. It's fine. There are two things. But this one is good because it does have the 5 things. Even though we need 6, as Tanaki said, we'll be able to mess around with them a little bit to add technically a 6th character, which is nice. We'll be able to do that. I'm gonna have to figure out how much one dude will be, or maybe 6 dudes. I might maybe after stream or whatnot. I might see how much it would be for one dude, because we do have a budget of about $800 dues. So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see how much one of them would be. Okay, enemies. Zombie-like, not completely zombies, but I don't have anything for zombies. Oh, the bad dudes. I don't have anything for the enemies, which is kind of interesting. I don't know why I don't have anything for the enemies. I don't know why I didn't save anything for the enemies. Apparently, the enemies are just like, they're just there. It's fine. We don't need enemies. What if we just search up zombies? Zombies. Technically, with the zombies, we can still use one of those characters. Oh, see, for testing, we could do something like that. Something like that. We could use one of them for testing. Yeah, for testing, we could just use one of these. That would be terrifying. Maybe something more like this. Maybe something more like this. Yeah, something more like this might be. Maybe, because I don't want to do the. I don't think we want to go down the zombie route. Bring back those other people? Wait, which people? Wait. Beaufort, I thought your internet was out. Yeah, okay. Those ones, we aren't getting rid of them yet. We aren't getting rid of them yet. One, they are expensive. They are like, how much were they? They were like 300 something, maybe. I think they were expensive. Dollaritos, 400. I take that back. Add an extra 100. I don't mind them, but they're expensive. And if we can find someone, I'm a daughter, no sticker, right? Gotcha. Can I just say that was fun, Boobin? That was fun, especially the last round. We're gonna have to figure out if you're down to play this week or next week. I'm down for whenever. But yeah, that was fun. That was quite fun. In between now and next stream. Next time we play, I'm gonna try and figure out some of the, what are they called? Some of the artifacts, I think they're called. No. Some of the items. I'm gonna figure out some of the items for them. But yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't have it anymore. Dang it. I'm gonna see how much getting six dudes made up would be, or even getting like 2 dudes, maybe a male, a female, and then different customizations, like say a helmet, short hair, long hair. We should probably write this down. I might write it down in here. Actually, I might write it down in the characters. Hold up. Stylization. Character. Okay. Male. Nope. No. 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 Whoa. 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 Boom. Male slash female. Um. Long hair. Oh, long slash short hair. Beard. Is that his for beard? Yeah. Beard. No beard. That's not. That's definitely not how you spell beard. That is definitely not how you spell beard. Beard. No beard. Helmet. No helmet. Helmet. No. Helmet. Helmet. Ment. I apparently spelled helmet wrong. Wow. What else? What else would you do? Mask? No mask? Mask slash no mask. That gives some people the customization, and then if they are, we could try and recolor them so that they're different. You know, different colors. Did YouTube send out that ping? YouTube did send out that ping. I'm just blind. Potentially change out the clothing as well. Two sets of shirts slash long slash shorts. Two sets of long shirts slash shorts. Boom. Long shorts? Would you really call... No, I don't know what they're called. A mask. Cool. Okay. I think... Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. That gives them some customization. It gives them some customization. And I'm going to take with the eyes, you'll be able to customize the eyes as well. I might be... eye customization. Eye customization. If I can spell eye customization. Eye customization. Wrong one. Clothing colors. Probably like I quite like the blue ones. Maybe go like blue, gray, and the browny greeny ones. Oh yeah, there's the gray one there. Okay, so we could do 4 of them. Okay. Could do that. The browny, greeny, the bluey, the black, and the gray. Okay, that wouldn't be too bad. Gloves. 2 things of gloves. 2 sets of gloves. Eye color, eye customization. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Cool. Okay. If we can find someone that can do this, I think we can. I think we'll be golden. But again, that has to be within the budget. Hopefully. Okay. Enemy designs. I might get someone to make an enemy design, but for the time being, I think this one here is going to do quite well. Again, I don't know if these are, if I want to call them zombies, because maybe they're not zombies. Maybe we don't want zombies. Do we want zombies? I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Would have to look into it a little bit more. But I'm gonna take this one because it's not bad. Boom. Wrong one. Wrong server. Wrong server. That's perm assets. Nope. Cool. Okay. Come back over here. Cool. Okay. Nice. Running flesh. I guess we don't need the weapons yet. Art style. I've already done the art style. Inspiration. I don't really have an inspiration. I guess I don't really have an inspiration for the game. They're going to school already. Wow. Okay. Character design. Cool. Environment design. Wait, is that not the same as settings? Wait, what's the difference between environment design and setting? What's the difference between... What? Environment design and settings. Setting. They can mean the same thing, but usually environment means the natural features of an area, forests, mountains, beach, other things. Okay. Setting is used for stories, plays, and paintings, and means the time and place a scene happens. The setting of Romeo and Juliet is medieval Italy. Italy? Okay, I was never into the Romeo and Juliet thing, but Italy? It was from Italy? Ain't no way it was from Italy. There's no way I was from... There's no way. I'm just either the behind or something. There's no way that was from Italy. No way it was from Italy. There's no way. It was from Italy. No. It definitely wasn't from Italy. No. Maybe it was. And I'm just out of it. Okay. Environment means natural things, and the setting is the story stuff like that. Okay. So the environment details, wrong one. This one. The environment design, boom. Nope. Boom. Environment design, boom. Rooftops, factories, labs. Okay. Would you just call it a forest? Overgrown forest. Overgrown forest, creeks, waterfalls, paths, abandoned huts, climbable trees, overgrown forests, creeks, waterfalls, paths, abandoned huts, climbable trees. What else? Anything else? I might... Okay. Apparently Dad's back. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna think that's most of them. 'Cause if we... Hey, what was that? What was that for? What happened to my transitions? You. Okay. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. Wait, I have an idea. Wait. I have an idea that might fix it. Critter. But... Okay, hold up. We got boom. Nope, that still does it. Okay, what if we do that for this one? Nope. Okay, what if there's no animation? What if there's no animation going in? Hold up. Animation... None. Okay, so that's got to be the animation going in. Done. Nope, so does it. Switching back and forth isn't the problem. That is. It's like the teensy tiny bit where it flickers. That's fine. Apparently I haven't opened literally anything. No, I have. Just in the wrong one. Okay. Nope. 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 This one. Nope. Is it this one? Maybe it is this one. But this one's messy. Did we not have a cleaner one? Where is this one? Yeah, because why is it bringing up that one? Why does it bring up a whole new one? What? Boom. Okay, there we go. 4. Why do 2 4s? Okay, that was weird. What's this? Okay, that's right. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, so we've got... What even were we talking about? We were talking about something else. Okay, yeah. Environmental settings, details, whatever it's called. What is it called? Environmental design. Okay, environmental design. So that's that one. I think this one's gonna be heavy on the forest, the abandonedness and stuff like that. I think this one's gonna have some towns, mostly abandoned, but some towns and stuff like that. I think this one's gonna be like kingdom-like, right? Like there's like, I don't know, like a kingdom or like a town or something like this, with like say a moat that is not orange. That is orange. With like a moat around it, maybe of lava or something like that. I don't know. And they have like random buildings on the inside, right? Castle, stuff like that. Just random buildings around the place, with some decent loot inside, but it's gonna be dangerous. And then you have the forest still, because the forest is like the main aspect of the entire thing. I think somewhere, maybe over here, probably. I think somewhere like over here, that's probably going to be like, because it's not in a diagonal line. I don't know how this works. Maybe this is like a mountain. MOUNTAI. And how did I manage that? That looks terrible, but still, imagine that's a mountain. I don't know. I still got that up. There we go. Imagine that's a mountain, right? So this one's more forest, FOREST, and this one's more forest / village, abandoned village-ish. I think that'd be nice. And then this one you have more of a what do you call it? More of a kingdom, mountain-ish thing, more difficult, right? And then this one's got the same thing, but it's more mountainous. Like you have like the cool part here, and then you have the mountain there. I think the mountain though would be up like there, somewhere around there. I think that'd be nice. Or could do something like boom. Boom, and then say, for example, say that there's a river going up, because one of our thingamabobs that we've got is a river, is like a waterfall that comes down, I think. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, it looks like there's a waterfall coming down. No, it doesn't. It's not a waterfall. Take it back. But say that it was a waterfall or something. Say something behind it would lead you a way up. That would be nice. Or something like that. Boom. It takes quite a while to, come back. Wow. Section 1. See, this is where you can have the sections and stuff like that. Section 1, forest. Section 2 is overgrown forest, creeks, waterfall paths, stuff like that. But this time, an abandoned village. Abandoned village. And more likely you're going to have better loot and stuff like that. Climbable trees. And potentially dungeons. No dungeons. Wandering traders. that will attack on sight. Cool. I think wandering traders though, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't want them to attack on sight, but everything else, yes. Is forest only one? Oh. Since when was forest only one R? Has it always been one R? Maybe it has been. Section 3. I think everything the same, but there's a mountain, pond. Would you call it a pond? Have you had? I say it's a while for me to load. Do I have a spare one? No, not really. We'll go. Nope. If we go here, right? Say I still need to do this. Say you have something like that, right? Say this is the entire side. Say that from that side to that side, it is about 2.5 kilometers, right? Say it was 2.5, and this way it was 4.7 kilometers. How? One, would this pond here then be would you call that a pond? Or is that more of a lake? Would you call that a pond, or would you call that a lake? Because it can't be too big that it'd be considered a lake. Because I think a lake is massive, right? If it was a lake, you'd have to be like there. Maybe. I think that's more of a pond. I don't know if that's 4. Hold up. I need to do this on a different layer. Okay, say your river is here. That is a different one, so we'll get rid of that. Okay. Say this is 4, and that's 2. That's definitely not straight. That's okay, fine. Okay. Boom. Okay. Whoa, that is straight. Okay. Go about half, which is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then find half, which is about there, and there. Oh, no. Whoa. You want to go about there. And about there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, hold up. Boom. About there. Okay. Because remember, that's only 2.5. Okay. If that's 2.5, right? That's 4. Right, so that's 4 kilometers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that's 4 kilometers, and that's 2.5. This right here is less than a kilometer. Should have made it so I can just pick them up. Boom. Okay. That works. Right? that is about a kilometer. Oh, wow. Okay. That is about a kilometer. I take that back. But then we have something like that. How big would you say that is? That is about 2.5. About 2.5. Because if that's 2.5, 1, 2, yeah, about 2 kilometers. Okay. Smaller one's about 1. The larger one is about 2. So would you, if you had a map, say the size of this, you'd only want a pond, because the blue one's a lake. I'd say that's a lake. The greeny one is a pond. Okay. I think that's a good size for it. I was like, what is that? Wait. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good size for it. Oh. Interesting. I think that's a good size for a pond. Yeah. So if we boom. I think that right there is a good size for a pond. Oh, don't do that. Yeah, this one here. I think it's a good size for a pond. I'm going to keep that as a pond size. But we still need to figure out the river system. Question, what did we do there? What did we do here? I thought it was a part of that, but apparently it's part of this. Okay. Okay, don't question anything. Cool. Okay. Pond. How did we describe that last one? Hold up. Boom. Boom. Okay. Mountain. Sure. Boom. Wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. I'm gonna change it back. Hold up. That is annoying. That is annoying. I don't like that. I do not like that. Boom. No. Whoa. There we go. Okay. There we go. Cool. Lovely. I had it so that mine was doing it first and then yours were doing it second. Alright, so third section, overgrown forest, creeks, waterfalls, paths, abandoned, maybe not so much waterfalls. Maybe not so much waterfalls on the second one either. Is that not how you spell villages? Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe not abandoned villages either. Take it back. Lumber trees, mountains, ponds, abandoned town. A town is a step above a village, right? Boom. The difference between a town and a village. Wait, what? Between a town, a village, a town. Okay. That's weird. Why are you, what? Okay. Interesting. The difference between a town and a village lie in their size, population, governs, and amenities, and community characteristics. Okay. Interesting. Towns are generally larger than villages, both in terms of land area and population. A town typically has a population over 7,500 residents, while a village usually has fewer than 750. Okay. Villages are often smaller than rural communities that may have a close-knit atmosphere and a slower pace of life. Okay. Would we still call that a village? Huh. That would mean that we'd have to find town assets. I've got that taken down. Town. That is not how you spell town. That is actually the opposite of how you spell town. Town. Cool. That's where we're gonna need this. Cool. Lovely. Summer sail. Bum, bum, bum. That is detailed. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna do the modern, medieval. Fantasy town. Maybe something like that. Ooh. That town reminds me of Resident Evil 4. Yeah, Resident Evil 4. It's kind of cool. Boom. Probably not so much the videos. I'll probably take a look at them. Yeah, see, that might be a little too clean. Or how terrifying would this be? You're walking, you've just overcome so many things, and then you find this town. It's not that big. Couple of houses, maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 houses, maybe a little bit more. I'd say a little bit more. Probably something like this, and it's all just abandoned. It's all abandoned. But it's all clean and everything. It's all clean and everything, but it's all abandoned. Yeah, cool that would be. That'd be kind of terrifying. I think this is probably what the abandoned houses should look like. That's expired. Whoa. 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 That's fine. That's fine. I received this asset from the artist as a gift. I don't want to share it for a while. Already owning several assets from the artist. I don't know why I keep reading them. But that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. I would say that the tree difference is, if I can go back to that one. Yeah, this the tree differences is probably gonna be humongous. Yeah, the tree assets are probably gonna be different. But other than that, I think the wood style for them, the other stuff is probably gonna be the same. My next take on it, which I think would be cool, it'd be a nice little thing to do. Would you add smoke coming out of the chimneys, like give it that more abandoned feeling? Like normally you'd have, like if you do it in real life, if you'd go there in real life, there wouldn't be smoke unless it was just abandoned. But what if it was abandoned a long time ago and the smoke was still there? I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. A little hefty, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think that's cartoonish. That's a little too cartoonish. It is fantasy, so it makes sense. But yeah, no, that's a little cartoonish. That's a little too cartoonish. A modular town. Yeah, see, this reminds me of Resident Evil. I quite like that style though. That's a nice style. I quite like that style. Next time looking on that on, I'm gonna get their opinion. Boom. Downtime. 1, that wasn't a lot of downtime. 2, boopin'. I'm stealing your internet. I'm stealing your internet. Just so we're clear. Second of all, what on earth did they change that took like a couple of seconds? Like a couple of minutes. I'm not going to say seconds. A couple of minutes. Took them like maybe like an hour. Maybe less than an hour, but like 40 minutes. Like 40 minutes they changed like something. And now it's got internet speeds that are like double mine. Yeah, no, that's literally double. Boo, I'm gonna steal your internet. I'm gonna book a one-way ticket. I'm gonna fly over there. I'm gonna take your internet. Wow. I don't mind this. I probably wouldn't go with that one. Hold up, with that path style. Not gonna lie, I'd use that path style for more of a wall. That's a nice wall path. I probably wouldn't do flooring with it, just because it looks like bricks, like rectangular bricks and stuff like that. I don't know, but I'd use that more. Definitely not for that, but like a restraining wall. I'd probably say I would say that was just like a straight up wall, probably something like that. I'd probably use that for that, but that's not bad. I'm gonna take both of these. And next time, we have some people. I might show them these and be like, "Hey, what do we think?" But I quite like them. I don't mind them. They don't look too bad. They don't look too bad. Please tell me Hello. Normally you would... There we go. Okay, that took a whole minute for it to load. Interesting. There we go. And that should be both of them. Cool. Okay, cool. That's this one. No, not this one. This one. This one. And this one was the army did. Yeah, that one was the army did. Okay. I should add scratch marks to it. Weapons. We're definitely not in the stages of talking about weapons and stuff like that, but yeah. Cyberpunk. Wow. Characters. Interesting. Okay. Can I just say that this looks really cool? It's pirated. That looks cool. Whoa. I'm not gonna get it, but wow. Weapon effects? I'm definitely getting this. Ooh, imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine doing dungeons. Imagine there are side dungeons, side quest dungeons, and you could get some nice enchanted swords. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A work of art. Nice. Look at it. That's not bad. That's not bad. I don't know how I'd implement them. Say they were to attack someone. I don't know how that would implement. Yeah, I don't know how that would implement. But that looks pretty cool. That looks cool. That looks nice. That looks really cool. Okay, back on the GDD. Overgrown, section 4. Section 4. I was like, wait, let me go add this to Discord. And then here booping it is with like the best internet known to man. Not really, but still, it's good internet. Mostly mountain terrain. The bottom has a, what do you call it? What would you call it? Forest, a magical looking forest with a small pond. Cool. A magical pond. Yada yada yada. Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay. Nice. Art style zones, rooftops. Da 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 da. Lovely. Audio. Lovely. Lovely. I love the audio part of things. At this. Gonna get my blood boiling. That seems like it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, I promise. It's not a bad thing. Actually, on the contrary. Music. Crunchy dash effect. Interesting. Echoing sword slashes. Time slow swoosh, whoosh. Swoosh. Swoosh. Voiceover minimal. Okay. I guess there is going to be some voiceover. Oh, wrong one. Technical details. Unity. Okay. Yeah, we're using Unity anyways, so... I don't know how you'd change the FPS. Like, yeah, I'd have to figure out, how to do that. I'd have to figure out how to do that. Multiplayer, none planned? This whole thing is in multiplayer. Yes. Clients... I don't know why I said yes. Clients to... client... server host. Multiplayer. Net code... Unity. Cool. Okay. Lovely. Cool. Okay. Now we can get rid of this one. Engine, Unity, yes. Resolution. I'm gonna go 120. Ooh, not that many. 120 is max. Who in their right mind is gonna go above 120? A lot of people could, but I don't want to go above max 120 because I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to go above 60. I gotta figure out how to go above 60 frames. That's gonna be interesting. Boom. Okay. Back to audio. Yes. Music. No. Music. Boom. SFX. Boom. Up. Voice over. Yes. There will most definitely be voiceovers. Ha ha ha. Because I want it to be. Womp 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 womp. Yeah, nope. These both have to be pushed back in. There we go. You don't technically have one of those thingamabobbies. Huh. Interesting. Take away that now. What's the time? 5? Okay. 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 No, I'm after. Go away. Shush. Shoo. Nope. 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 Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Cool. Boom. Huh. Oh. Dragon Booba's gonna be happy? I reckon Boobin's gonna be happy. I'm gonna say Boobin's gonna be happy with his new internet. Okay. Now, music. I don't know what type of music. I was just to be like, wait, what? Well, that already, but no. About time. Oh, that hurts. Okay, music. I don't know what type of music yet. I know for some things there are most definitely going to be a choir. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get a choir because, well, yeah, I don't know how to get a choir. I'd also have to look at. I'd also have to look into some music apps, audio type things. Music maker. Sure, we'll just call it music maker. Songwriting course? No, not really. Songs delivered in just 48 hours. Wait, what? Why did you take a photo like that? It's what? Am I confusing? Is the number one? I feel like I'm confused. Music maker. What was the? That was a features. Studio quality vocals. Okay. Disc vocal presents Windbreaker. What? What does that even mean? Go away. Right at your fingertips. Does anyone use what? Does anyone use a good music maker sound thing? Would it? I can't remember the name of them. It's a music producing thing, whatever they want to call them. For even more power. Okay, so there's a thingamabobby. Hold up. Get started. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Boom. Okay, that page. I wasn't meant to go to that page. Yous were meant to go to that page. How does anyone use that? Is it any good? The sound trap thing. Does anyone actually use any? Oh, my data birth. Does anyone actually use the like any sound like music maker, beat maker, whatever it's called? Okay. Boom. Should probably mute the music, huh? Might be something we should do. Um, demo projects? No, not exactly what I was after. Messages, projects. Enter studio. Okay. Import your own files and record vocals to it. Okay, not exactly what I'm after. Music. Okay. Drums. Okay. Not the type of not the type of music that I'd go for. I think that'd be good, but I don't know what it'd be good for. Something that we're just down. Does anyone actually use any of these? Sounds. Nope. Sorry. Does it do anything? Okay. Air horn. Ow. Okay, so nothing like... Okay. Beats. If only I had my own band. If I had a band. That's probably something else I wouldn't use. That is not a swish. That is not a swish. That is the opposite of a swish. Oh, that's a piano. Sir, that's just... No, whoa. Just a piano. Just a piano. That's a weird sound of piano. Okay, hopefully. That's something. I wouldn't go with it, though. Sounds like a bell. Oh. Does anyone know, like, an actual... Hold on. Does anyone know a music maker program? I don't... I originally found one, and I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the name of it to save my life. I cannot remember. If we go to YouTube... Hold up. Boom. We got YouTube. YouTube has the answer for everything. I was like, wait, am I correct? Yeah. Best music makers. There has to be something, right? I can't remember what it was called. No. DAW. I don't know what a DAW is, but I'm pretty sure. Be quiet, buddy. What was the name of that? What was the name? Whoa. Shout out to this dude. Shout out to this dude. 100%. Shout out to this dude. Should probably have that up there. FL Studios. Is that what he said? Oh, yeah. FL Studios. That's him. That was the one I'm after. The mango. FL Studio. FL Studio was the mango. The mango, dude. Was the APT. I'm pretty sure there's also a free trial for this one as well. Accept all cookies. Accept all cookies. Yeah, I can try it for free as long as you want. Wait, what? Oh. How much is the bought one? Holy moly. $800 reduce. So, you know how we needed assets for this game? I take that back. I take that back. Why would you need assets for a game when you can make music? Oh my word. Okay, let me download the thingamabob. Just automatically does it apparently. I don't mind. What is that for? I'm downloading the wrong version, aren't I? Hold up. I think I'm downloading the wrong version. That says Mac, that says unMac. I think I pressed the wrong version. Doesn't surprise me though. Doesn't surprise me. Oh, never mind. Okay. Should have kind of gotten rid of it. Dang it. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll download it. I'll give it a try. Church bells are always good. When they're good. What was that? Got it. Okay. Question mark? Ooh, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but it sounded cool. Got it. I got it. Don't show me. Can I? No, no, no. How do you pause it? Is there a way to pause it? There has to be a way to pause it, right? No, how do I pause it? No, no, stop. 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 I don't know how to pause it. That's down there. Okay. That's probably a very bad location. I wonder if I... Wait. Is there a piano? No. Nope. 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 I wonder if I can add a, Is there a... Wait, how do you turn this? Okay, hold on. Is there a way to make it so it doesn't work? Okay. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, that makes sense. Instrumental effects. Okay, yeah, if you can get a... What do you call it? Boom. Wait, so that would have worked for that one. Okay, I wonder if I can get back to that piano. Go away. I'll probably get rid of that one. Wait, can I not add any... Oh, I can add more, but it's a little wonky. Okay. I need to add that, what was it? The chorus back. The choir. Chorus. Okay. Effects. I need to add that choir back. Default. That, right? Is it the deeper down? Is it the deeper down that you go? That it's... Ah, that doesn't sound too good. This would be interesting. I wonder if the FL Studio, whatever it was called, the Mango app, if that'll be any good. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to how to pause it? There we go. I'd have to look into it a little bit. Wait, can I just delete this? Oh, I can just delete the entire thing. Can I download this? Okay, not exactly what I meant. Export? Apparently I can. Apparently I can just export it like it was mine. Huh. Okay. I guess I could just export it the way it is. Okay. Interesting. I will say the audio is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to do some magic with it. Question, where is it saving it to? Oh, there it is. I am gonna boom, boom. Ha. That's loud. You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'd have to change it a little bit. Yeah, I'd have to change it a little bit. But it doesn't sound too bad. That doesn't sound too bad. The music part and the sound effects are gonna be the fun part. When it comes to voiceovers, I might have to. I don't know. There's some things that I'm gonna have to get some other people to actually voice over because like some things are just gonna sound like my voice, and I don't want them to just sound like my voice. So music more of a I don't want to say chill, but more of a horror choir. How do you spell choir? How do you spell choir? That's not how you spell choir. That how you spell choir? I think so. More horror. Calm-ish. Because you can't exactly have calm, but it's a horror game. Just doesn't make any sense. Sound effect. Duh. That's what a sound effects is. Sprinting. Sprinting, gonna have it on grass, wood, grass, wood, dirt, rock. I think that's probably it, right? Yeah, more than likely. So then, boom. Gun firing. That's probably not how you spell firing. Different, yep, different types of guns. I'm gonna have to get, instead of me actually recording those, I'm gonna have to get someone. I'm gonna have to take some assets. Cool. Player breathing. Player breathing. Humming, singing. Maybe. Talking, which is a voiceover. Which, yeah. Boom. There we go. Sword slashes. Drinking, eating, consumables. Boom. Drinking, water, clean. Nope. Drinking, clean water. Dirty water. Dirty water. That's probably it, right? That's probably the only things. Oh, and potions. I'm pretty sure those are the only things. And there we go. Eating. Eating meats. Berries. Nuts. What else? What else? What else? Eating berries, nuts. What else do we have? I think it was just that, right? Mushrooms. 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 Because they have like a distinct sound when you eat them. Gonna need flames. Flames. This is probably the most ineffective way to do a GDD, but that's fine. That's fine. Carriages, horses. Boom. Whoopsie. Carriages. Animals. You'd have horses. Deer. What other animals would you have? Rabbits. Rabbits. Birds. I'm gonna add birds to animals. What other animals would you find in a forest? Snakes. Snakes. Horses, deer, rabbits, birds, snakes, mules. Mules. How do you spell mules? Donkeys. That's how you spell donkeys now. Mules. Donkeys. Cool. Should be it, right? Yes. I think for one of things I should have done that down on the second row. It's fine. What else? Water bottle. Where's the water? Boom. Water bottle slash lid, because you're gonna have to, you know, move them around and stuff like that. Was that one for players? Did we add a player? Okay, that's where this gets messy. That's where this gets messy. Okay, hold up. Yeah, that's where this gets way too messy. Hold up. Player. Items. Weapons. Animals. Boom, 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 boom. Enemies. Boom. I think that's it. I think that's it, right? Yeah, more likely. Sprinting, grass, rock, yada, yada, yada. Cool. Awesome. Lovely. Gun firing, which is weapons, different sounds of guns. And crossbows. Gun firing. Whoopsie. Gunfire, gun slash bows, firing, different sounds, depending on gun slash bow. Cool. Okay. Okay, get rid of that. Do you see how simple this is now? Breathing, humming, talking, cool. Talking is also for the voiceover as well, so that's probably going to be a completely different thing. Walking slash sprinting. Walking. Walking, sprinting slash crouching slash jumping. Sprinting, walking, crouching, jumping. I think that's it. Oh, and then you've got to hang off of them as well. And the other things you can hang off is the wood and the rock. Would you have a different sound for trees? Because trees, when you're walking across a tree branch, depending on how thick that tree branch is, of course, it's gonna make a different sound. I don't know. Maybe more likely. Boom. Crouched climbing is going under that one. Because I do not know. Go. Awesome. Okay. Grass, wood, dirt, rock, breathing, human, humming. That's humming. Singing, talking. Okay, talking we could probably get rid of because that's technically a voiceover. Cool. Okay. Breathing, humming, da-da-da-da-da. Sword slashes. If I can find this. Sword slashes. Depending length. Length. And whether it hits anything. Bopen, can I just say, you, my friend. I'm booking a one-way trip. I'm booking a one-way trip to steal your internet. I'm booking a one-way trip and I'm gonna steal your internet. I'm gonna steal it and I'm gonna. Well, because it's a one-way trip. Well, then you're gonna have to deal with me. So yeah, it's a one-way trip. How is your new internet now? You know, I will say it's absolutely ridiculously overkill. I know. When you two left, Brent and I were talking and we were like, Boofin didn't really need to upgrade his internet because he wasn't the one that was having they weren't having internet problems or anything like that. And yeah, so I was like, and then I saw how your new internet speed. I was like, damn, okay. You want to see something cool? Hey. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's my mouse on my laptop. That's my mouse on my laptop. It's only like 100 megs faster than it was before. Okay, gotcha. For download. I will say, if I could have your upload speed, yeah, I would very much appreciate that. My upload speed is half of that. My entire internet thing is half of that. Split that about halfway, and that's mine. My upload though is about 30, 40 around that range. Download is roughly around half that. No, maybe don't half that. Wait, that'd be 450. Yeah, maybe that's pushing it, but yeah. I don't know why we need all that upload speed. Yeah, unless you're getting back into I don't know. You wouldn't need that. unless you're getting back into that S stuff again. I don't know. Should that winky face. It'd be like soon. And then the people would have been like, ooh, okay, soon we're gonna go over there and no, I was just about to say I forgot about animals, but no, don't worry. I added animals. We all good. Yeah, ever since you dipped, I just been working on the DDD. You wanna hear something pretty cool? Boom. Ah, that's loud. Sorry, that's loud. Ah, that's loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I technically deserve all. I deserve that. I deserve that. If I could... Where is it? Okay. You can't do it from there. You gotta do it from here. What are you gonna do? Welcome in, Tanaki. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? I'm sorry for just absolutely killing your ears. Boom. Okay. Restart. Or maybe don't restart. I thought this was how you restarted stuff. Is that not how you restart stuff? That's loud. That's sort of kind of what I made. Wait, did we miss the bells? Wait, hold up. Yeah, no, there should have been bells in that. Hold up. There they are. Not gonna lie, but I think I added the bells at the right time. I think I added the bells at like the right specific time. That was pretty cool. That was cool. Wait. Boopin? How? What? Boopin? What? What? How do you have that emoji? Wait, Boopin has that emoji. How's Boopin have that emoji? Wait, Boopin has that emoji. How's Boopin have that emoji? Doing great. What about y'all? I'm not doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. Currently working on the GDD. Because I'm subbed. No. That's tier 3. That's a tier 3 sub. Emoji. I'm not muted. I'm not paused. Go away. Yeah, see, that one's a tier 3. No, not a tier 3. But the drinking one, that one is a tier 3. That one is a tier 3. Yeah, we've just been working on the GDD. Tanaki, I will mention that the other day you mentioned maybe unlocked it with channel points. No. No, you haven't done it. It only lasts for about a 24 hours. It only lasts 24 hours if you did unlock it with channel points. Wait a minute. It is what? What? It's tier 1. Wait, hold up. It's tier 1. Okay. Yeah. That drinking emoji is not tier 3. I thought it was a tier 3, but apparently it's not a tier 3. It's just a tier 1. What? Okay. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, when you unlock emojis, you only get them for 24 hours. Yeah. Boom. Kind of sucks, but yeah, it makes sense. Oh no, Tanaki, I just pinned your message. How do I unpin messages? How do I unpin message? Oh, it's not on here anymore. I don't know. Oh no. Hold up. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Poopin. Oh no. Professional streamer in progress right there. On the spot. Boom. Yeah, I've been working on the GDD for like the last 2 days. 3 days. No, 3 days. We did stream last night a little bit, working on it and stuff like that. But you did mention about the Unity terrain editor. And I was at work yesterday, not doing my work. Sort of, kinda. I had a tutorial on in the background, going through everything. So I've been going through, not that, but close enough. Nope. That's actually the house layout. That's the house layout. I need to redo the house layout because it sucks. I thought I did everything on the right layers and everything, and I haven't, because there are some things that I can't do, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but there are some things that I cannot erase. This thing there, I could erase that, but everything else I cannot erase, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna have to redo them. But yeah, that's the stairs. It's an L-type stairs that you go up, and that's why it's facing two different ways. That's the bedroom. There's gonna be a locked puzzle. I don't know if anyone's ever played Phasmophobia, but there is a locked room. Where like used to, if you look into it long enough, the ghosts come after you, or just come to the door and jump scare you. I'm gonna try and do that, but you're gonna be able to go in the room, which would be nice. But you're gonna have to find like a puzzle or something, and like do it that way. So we gotta figure out some puzzles. But that's not what I was after. This is what I was after. This is a mess. Oh my word. Oh my word. What's that? Okay, that doesn't really mean too much. This, if I can just come back over to this, cool. Wrong one. This is like a bunch of waterways. So eventually I'm gonna have to get a pole set up somewhere that we can figure out which creek we're going for. Either the pink one, the blue one, the green one, the purple one. Because I asked yesterday and someone mentioned pink and blue. Boy, that'd be a little strange if I do that, because that's where the house is gonna be, and it's gonna go down. You're gonna be able to go down and stuff like that. But yeah, and then you'll be able to go to somewhere along here that'll take you to the next point. My internet just got good and then it just died it again. Come on, go back. I'm gonna change out the router today. I'm gonna change out the router today. So hopefully, after the stream, I can just switch out the routers, not the routers, the modems, and hopefully that'll fix it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Wrong one. Boom. But yeah, I've been slowly working on the GDD. I've gotten most of it sort of kind of done. Progression, level, controller. Yeah. I've got like controllers done. I need to play something because I cannot for the life of me figure out an Xbox controller, a controller in general, unless I'm actually doing something with it. So next time we play something, I'm gonna have to figure it out. And then we got progressions. Level gets harder the further you adventure into the map. This introduces new enemies. Obviously, time-based minigames. I'm thinking about adding minigames to this somewhere. Like eventually, I want to add like dungeons and stuff, because I found this really cool pack that gives you enchanted swords, and I don't think it's gonna fit. But if it does fit some way, somehow, I want to add dungeons to it, as like an update or something. I don't know. Even if it's like a dungeon that will be like a holiday event, like a like Halloween, Christmas, Easter, whatever else there is. I don't know. I just like randomly do them because I think that'd be kind of cool, and have them like scattered around. I think it'd be kind of cool, and have like a different. That's my hand. That's my hand. That's my hand. Huh. Ha. Huh. Hold up. Hold up. I've just pulled something in my hand. Oh. That's. Oh. Okay. Besides that, oh, that hurts. Oh. That hurts. Oh. Okay. I can still move all my fingers. Ah. Damn. Okay. Don't do that. Ah. That hurt. I want to try to do a random. Oh, that actually hurts. That actually hurts. Oh my word. I'm gonna try and do an random timed mini games and stuff like that. I'm gonna take one off of Squid Games. I haven't watched Squid Games. Dude, my hand still hurts. I haven't watched Squid Games or anything. But I wanna do one where. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a new one. Gonna have to make a new one. Yo, not Dawn. Not Dawn. 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 Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. How is everybody doing? Oh yeah, I've never had that. Oh, I feel special now. I feel special. Oh yeah, not Dawn. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? What were you up to? I feel special. Ha. If you just need a raid and run, feel free to go raid and run. But in the meantime, what were you up to? Haha, crystal raid. Ooh. Let me go do something. Let me go do something. Booyah. Booyah. I killed my hand. Ah, it hurts. I've accidentally done something to my hand, and I don't know what I've done to my hand, but I actually pulled something in my hand and it hurts. I was coding a Twitch bot. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool. I'm currently in the middle of working on... I actually started working on...
Not_Dawn_ has joined the Empire.
I didn't realize that your name had an underscore at the end. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. She's trying to cross the sea, the blizzard, the lava with bare legs. With bare legs? That would be interesting. That would be interesting, I was going to say. I think it's still alive. We're currently working on our game that we have currently been working on for quite a bit. And by quite a bit, I mean like 4 days in total, roughly. Currently in the middle of working on a GDD for a game. It's called The Taken Ones. It's a horror survival-ish game where you have to... Booyah! So glad that still works. Where you have to go through different... That was a very bad example. Where you have to go through different sections of the map/game to get to the other end. I don't know if anyone has ever played Peak. Internet, this is the bad time to dip. Get back up there. Where you have to go... If you've ever played Peak, you've got to like climb up to different areas. You got to go from different sections of the map. That's pretty much what our game is going to be like, but it's more straight, not vertical, horizontal. So yeah, had to rate a fellow VTuber in this category. Thank you. That no, I've been rated before. I will say that has been the first time that I've actually had like an actual raid message. Every time that I've gotten raided, I quite like the crystal raid thing. I'm gonna have to coordinate. Next time we raid out to someone, I'm gonna have to like coordinate everything. That'd be so much fun. I'm gonna have to figure out how to like coordinate when people are in. Or from scratch with the API. Oh yeah, Tanaki is working on a bot as well. So yeah, I'm also not the smartest person, so this is my like first game. So I'm pretty much learning everything from the get-go. I was gonna explain the... Okay, good. That pressed in. Cool. Okay, let's go. Let's say that the bad dude. Actually, let's get in the hill first. Let's get in the hill because the hill is probably the most important part. Does that look like a hill? Okay, something like that. Sure. F. Boom. That looks janky. Hold up. We're gonna make this look good. Good luck with the project. It is coding a Twitch bot. I want to learn how to code a Twitch bot, but I also don't know how to code a Twitch bot. So yeah, I probably would never do that. Okay, pretend that this is the hill, right? Pretend that this is the hill, and then we have a dude. If I do this, say we have a sniper, because there's going to be snipers in the game, right? Pretend we have a sniper about here, right? So that's our little sniper friend. I'll move it over the side so you can see. And then these are, what color are we? We'll go blue. Say we've got, wrong button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then, okay, so everyone has at least one life. You can, and it's random. It's randomized. Only one person gets one shot, which is going to be fun. So, only one person gets one redo. So say this dude moves, and he's the dude that has that that little token where if he gets shot, it'll miss. Yeah, he will the sniper will purposely miss. Shoot close to him, but it'll miss. I don't know why I don't have the music on anymore. That's a little loud. There we go. But yeah, it's like Squid Games, but one random person out of the entire team will have a miss, which is kind of fun because this is the whole point. Anyway, sorry to drop out like this so quick, but I gotta go. Nope, dude, that is no problem. You have an amazing day. Tanaki, thank you for the sub. Thank you. And Dawn, and I hope to catch a stream at one point. I wanna catch a stream at one point. But yeah, enjoy your rest. How do I only have one snooze left? I haven't snoozed. How do I only have one snooze? I'm confused. Rest of your stream all day. I'm probably gonna go for like another hour or so, and then I'm gonna get some sleep myself. It's like nearly 9 o'clock in the morning. See some more of this. Hopefully, the next time that you drop in, hopefully it will be actually in Unity, and we can start coding on the project. Hopefully. I gave up with Twitch ads. It does its thing at this point. Okay, so you still get Twitch ads and stuff like that, right? I recommend. Thank you, Tadaki. My hand still hurts. I feel like ice or something on it. My hand actually hurts. But yeah, it's somewhat like what do you call it? Squid Games. But the fun part is only one person has a spare life, for example. I will say, I will allow it, but you know, I try to recommend not use the words viewers because some people. Wait, please tell me I didn't just deny that. Wait, no, okay. I try to keep I have viewers blocked as a word because people tend to come in here and spam their viewer bots or their artists or stuff like that. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I tried to optimize them on the creator dashboard thingy. Sometimes it barely plays in any. Sometimes it insists on forcing pre-rolls. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Sometimes it barely plays any, and sometimes it insists on forcing pre-rolls. That's interesting. Huh. I was wondering what the bad word was. Oh, yeah, I've got viewers blocked as a word. It doesn't really matter. I just like to keep that word blocked because of bots. I don't like bots coming in here. They're kind of annoying. And I used to get them like so often. I don't know why, but I haven't had one in like a day or so, which is nice. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I haven't had them in quite a while, which is nice. But yeah, it'd be nice to figure out which person has the token. I'm gonna call it a token. It's gonna be interesting and a good way to find out who has the token. Because you say this is very, I'm gonna call it let's not do it in that font. Russian roulette. Sure. Sorry if anyone's tricked by that word. But Russian roulette, right? Russian roulette is where you do the gun thing, you know, stuff like that. Yada, yada, yada. If you do a roulette to find out who has the token, it'd be interesting. Say you just play it carelessly, and like one person, get out of that. You just can't see that. Oh, you just can see that. Oh. Can you see that? No. It's so weird. You'd be able to play roulette, but it'd be funny. Like, imagine playing roulette and like one person dies. Say one person dies and the next person stays alive, and that yous wouldn't know how many tokens there are. If there's 1 token, 2 tokens, 3 tokens, 4 tokens, 5 tokens, 6 tokens, that's a lot of tokens. Maybe, I don't know. Now, here's the question. Do we make it, what's the right word? Player optimized. Do we make it so it's player optimized, where like if you have, say, 3 people, only 1 person gets it, 4 people between 1 and 2, 6 people 1 and 3? Anywhere between that number, like it's randomized. I think that'd be cool. Having it randomized based on the amount of players. Boom. Come back over here. Come back over here. Hold up. What was the game called? I forgot the name. Squid Games. Squid Games. Doll shooter. Oh, okay. Fine. Go down here. We'll go down here. Okay. Player optimize. Did I spell that right? I did spell that right. Okay. 1 to 3 gives you 1 token. 3 to 5 is 1 to 2 tokens. And 5 to 6 gives you 1 to 3 tokens. Cool. Okay. I can call them token. Sure. So yeah, it pretty much randomizes on how many tokens you get. So if you... I realize you can't even see that. Interesting. So that if you are playing with a max of 6 and only 1 person has a token, then, you know, now it's a little bit more fair. But do we do that based on difficulty? Do we have it based on difficulty, or is it just always just this? Oh. Wait, what if you did Tanaki? I got 2 raids. 2 thingamabobbies. Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting. I might have it based on difficulty. 3 to 5 is based on difficulty. Yes. Okay. Easy, medium, hard, hardcore. Sure. We'll keep that. I wonder if there's a way to... Boom. Yeah, I feel like now is probably the point in time where we should open up a... Wow, that's bright. Boom. Open up a thing of be cool. Okay. Go away. Lovely. Done. Done. Okay, cool. Okay. Shooter dog, squid game, I don't know what we're gonna call it, but that's a good name for it. That's a good name for it for the time being. Give me that. Cool. I'm gonna keep that. Sure. That is massive. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Okay. So that's how this is gonna work. Gonna have to make that a little bit smaller. Cool. Okay, can you still read that? I hope so. Okay. Based on difficulty. So say we have easy. No, that'd be the number of players. So this one's easy, medium, hard, cool. Cool. Okay. Number of players. Cool. Okay. So, anywhere between, whoopsie, 1 and 3. Why'd you go that side? What? Okay. Don't question the logistics of things. It doesn't end out too well. Can I do that? Thank you. Okay. Why is it blue? Why is it blue? Okay, and then 3 to 5, and then 3 to 6. Cool. Because 6 is the max players. If there's any more, if modders end up modding the game, sure, fine. But it's probably they're gonna have to change it eventually. 1 to 2 tokens, and then 1 to 3 tokens. 1 token. 1 to 2 tokens, and then 1 to 2 tokens. Okay. Maybe. Does that seem too hard? That seems a little too hard. Hold up. 1 to 2. Change that to 3 tokens. And then copy that because I don't want to write it out again. 1 token. 1 token. I think the 1 token is probably the best strat that we could probably do. Especially for hardcore. Especially for hardcore, if anyone does try to complete the challenge or whatever, the thing will be, I think that's probably the best way to go about it. Can I delete those? No. Okay. I'm not the best when it comes to spreadsheets or Excel or whatever it's called. All right. I think that's probably the best way to go. I don't know why that one's so big. Probably condense that bad boy down quite a bit. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm back now. Boop and left. Boop and left. Boop and went to boop. Welcome back, Boopin. Okay. Stepped away to ride a scooter. You rid a scooter? Ooh. Like an electric one or a like a normal scooter? My hair's all knotty. I like knotty hair. It's a pain. Alright. Like a, oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Not gonna lie, those are pretty fun. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Hold up. If we do that, boom. We'll do that. Gonna sell it. Sell it to my stepmom. Oh, gotcha. Wait, for that to make any sense, do I gotta do that? Maybe. Hold up. If I just do that. Is there a way to combine them? Merge cells. Haha. Okay. So then, Squid Games Doll Shooter. Not shorter, shooter. Cool. Shooter should have 2 O's. Yes. Okay. Squid Game Shooter Dolls. Shooter Doll. Okay, cool. Can you add an image? Maybe not. If I name that as Squid Games Shooter Doll thing game, that should be fine, right? I hope so. Come back up here. Boom. Is not a valid name. What do you mean it's not a valid name? That is most definitely a valid name. How is that not a valid name? What if I just copy and paste that? Do that. Where is it? Back over here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Boom. Aha. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. In the meantime, enjoy the Be Right Back video, and I shall be back relatively soon. Heyo! Did you miss me? I'm back. Hello. My phone is dead. I should put it on charge. Oh, hey. I ordered some of that stuff as well. I think my second phone might be dead. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, it's not good. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite away from my microphone. Ah, now I'm not so dead. I have to ride it a bunch to charge the battery. That doesn't make any sense. So if I come into stream tomorrow saying I got injured, you know why? No, uninjured. Uninjured. You will be uninjured. Hopefully. Don't injure yourself. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I bought some of the equipment, some of the tech equipment that I wanted. I've also got some Pokemon cards on the way as well as a flash thingamabobbie that we can I can use. But I've also got hopefully the adapter thingamabobbie that I needed for my 7-inch monitor. So hopefully I'll be able to do the thingamabobbie that I wanted to do, the 3D versions of stuff on stream. That'd be so cool. Since I rode a bike, now I gotta ride a gas one. Fuel. Okay. Well, what? Huh? Why? Wait. Why do you have to recharge it for it to work? That part I'm still confused on. Also, if anyone is new around here and wants to join the Discord, hang on a little bit more. There is the Discord link in chat. Since I'm selling it, I want the starter battery to be full. Okay. Okay, that makes no sense. I don't know. Okay. So I can push start and don't have to kickstart it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes... We'll say it makes more sense. We'll say it makes sense. We'll say it makes sense. We'll say it makes sense. That's technical difficulties. That's details, not difficulties. Okay. That's where this fun comes into play. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense to someone that knows how this stuff works, but I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. So it makes sense. It makes sense, 100%, but not to me. Okay. Sprinting, walking, crouching, jumping, climbing, grass, wood, dirt, rock, breathing, humming, singing, yada yada yada. Sword slashes. Have we got sword slashes? Yes. Hits anything. Wood, rock, dirt. Human, entity. Entity. Yes, entity. That's definitely not how you spell. That's how you spell. Yeah, maybe that is. Okay. Boom. Now, that's where this will come into play. Animals, enemies, entities / items. Drinking water. This would be... Wait, hold up. Never mind. Whoa. Wait a minute. Boom. The drinking... No, wait. Hold up. How does that make any sense? There we go. That makes sense. Drinking... we'll go... / dirty water. Dirty water... Potions... Sure. Eating. How did I do that? Eating meats / berries / nuts / mushrooms / trail mix stuff. Sure. Flames, yada yada yada. That would be... What would be flames under? Carriages. Would it be that? Flames. Would that be more of a... No, that would still be items. Flames. Horses, birds, animals, donkeys, deers, snakes, stuff like that. If anyone has any more any more animal things, feel free to let me know, because that might be helpful. Rabbits, birds. Okay, that's that done. Carriages, flames, donkeys. Awesome. That's that. Cool. Awesome. Players, sprinting, climbing, jumping, running, da 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 da. Be adds on relatively soon. If I put that as boom, boom. There we go. That makes it stand a little bit more. There we go. Weapons, boom, boom. Technically, we could have it in another spreadsheet. Should we have another... English. English is hard. Should we have it in another spreadsheet? Or in the same spreadsheet? Should we have it in the spreadsheet? Just to make things somewhat more neater. Enemies. Walking. You know what? Just copy and paste this. And climbing. Again, climbing is going to be a different one. Climbing one's going to be different. Because, one, it makes sense for them to climb. But it also doesn't make sense for them to climb. Boom. Okay, cool. I mean, some of them can climb. Some of them will be able to climb. In the harder difficulties, like in the easy, no. The first three, no, the first two they won't be able to climb. The last two they will be able to climb, which makes it a little bit more challenging. My internet likes to go down. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it, if I do say so myself. It's gonna go back up. Gonna go back up eventually, but it is gonna go back up. Okay, cool. All right, jumping, sprinting, running, yada yada yada. That makes all sense. Dang it. Oh, awesome. Okay. Climbing. I think it was the wrong button. Boom. Oh, wait. Hold up. Cool. Okay. Growling. Eating. Talking. Slash mumbling. Slash mumbling. Growling, eating, talking, mumbling. What else? What else? What else? Growling, eating, talking, mumbling. What else do zombies do? Whispering? No. I'm not gonna make zombies whisper. Attack on. You know how there's a zombie in The Last of Us. I think it's called a clicker. That whenever it like sees someone or whatnot, I think it clicks all the time. But like whenever it sees someone or whatever, it does like this clicking noise. It goes. Oh no, it definitely doesn't do that. It definitely doesn't do that. But it's like a click. It's like a clicker noise. I don't know the noise. I haven't played or watched the series, but it's like a clicker noise. Do we do a noise based on sight? It's like say it's seen you. Does it make a noise? Some zombies, yes. And enemies make a noise based on LOS and difficulty. Cool. Difficulty, location. Maybe not difficulty. Location and type of enemy. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Because there are enemies that aren't the normal enemies. So snakes, for example. Say you come face to face with a snake. Probably don't want to come face to face with a snake, because why are you on the ground? It's crawling. Why do we not have a crawling? Why did a crawl? Not because I mean, we'd have to add stealth, and that's a whole different conversation. Not really, but still. But I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's good. I was gonna add a based on difficulty, but depending on what ghost it is, ghost. It's not phasma. Depending on what enemy it is, like I don't know. Say we do add a clicker, whatever whatever they're called. Dude, I cannot wait until I can change. Hopefully, to change over the modem and realize that's the problem. That's just the modem. That's nothing else. Hopefully, doubt it though. I think that's good. I think that's good. What's the time? It's 9:23 in the morning, and then we have that. We've got to worry about the music, which is probably going to be a horror choir type of thing. I'm going to look up some inspirations for music in between streams, because I can't actually play them on stream. Fun fact, I'll get taken down. So, I'll be live on Discord, because Discord can't stop me. So yeah, if you just want to join the Discord, it's gonna send. There it does. If you just want to join the Discord, there is the Discord. I'm gonna send a message I'm gonna add people when we will be live on Discord trying out some sounds. It probably will be later on this evening, or probably tomorrow. If anyone would be down. But yeah, besides that, I guess that's most of everything. That's the sound effects. Voiceovers are gonna be something else. I'm gonna get in contact with myself and try and find out some good voiceovers that might be good. If anyone has anything that they would like to add that's from like a different game, I don't know, movie or something, like watch out, there's probably not watch out, but like, I don't know, for example, when you switch between knives, there is like a 0.5% chance that, and you're also looking at someone and you've changed between knives and they're like, that's not a knife, that's a knife from I can't remember who it was. I don't want to say Steve Irwin because I don't think it was Steve Irwin. Maybe it was Steve Irwin, I don't know. But yeah, like a 0.5% chance that, you know, that happens. If you're looking at someone and you switch between knives, it's like, that's not a knife, that's a knife. Something like that. I don't know. I'd be down to do random things like that. I find it so funny. So, I mean, if you wanna give me anything, any inspiration for the game whatsoever, I am down. I am open. Engine Unity, resolution 1920 by 1080. Frame rate will be maxed at 120. I'm gonna have to figure out how to actually change that, maybe. I don't know. Physics, lightweight, custom physics for nope. Physics is gonna be a lot more difficult. Yay. UI. Oh, I love UI. Health, one hit only. Oh, imagine have a one hit only. Time slowdown coolbar. I think the gun might have a cooldown. Depending on what gun, stuff like that. Level timer, stuff like that. Menus, there's gonna be a main menu. There's gonna be two main menus. And then you're gonna have the settings, the volumes, controls, and stuff like that. Monetization and marketing. I'm also gonna do the UI design. Maybe this afternoon when I'm not streaming. I am streaming this afternoon. We're playing Minecraft this afternoon. Maybe this evening when I'm not playing Minecraft. Monetization and marketing. Marketing is going to be interesting. Monetization, though, that's going to be a one-time fee. That's done at it. One-time payment. Optional soundtrack DLC. Now, what is a soundtrack DLC? Where you can get just the music? Just the soundtrack? Or... I'm so behind on what on soundtrack DLCs and stuff like that. I don't know. But there's probably not going to be any DLCs because that sucks. That sucks. I don't like DLCs. Yeah, just the soundtrack. Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll let you have the soundtrack. Maybe. Risk of Rain has one. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll put out a soundtrack DLC. But that's probably the only DLC, is that you can have the music. You can like use the music to like stream stuff like that. It's probably not the most entertaining music you want to stream to because sometimes it is a little horror-ish. Yeah. Soundtrack DLC are usually okay. It's more of a way to support the game than something that people have to buy. Okay. Okay. Cool. I see it sort of like something you get if you want to support the dev. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool having like a thing that will be. That'd be cool. Okay, yeah. Maybe the one-time purchase and then the DLC. Cool. Okay. They will be priced probably like $20 for the game. This is changing. If anyone comes back to this stream or this clip or whatnot, and be like, I said that the game was $20 and it's $22. I'm a bonk you over the head. 10, maybe. That seems a little excessive for music. But still. I think maybe, give or take, depending on how long the game actually takes and stuff like that, and depending on how the game actually looks finalized, that might change. It could be like the worst game known to man. There's like the worst quality game known to man. I've seen some very bad quality games. And you know, maybe I drop the price to like, I don't know, 10. But depending on how good the game is. Also, do note for budget that posting a game to Steam has a fee, I think, of $100. Yeah. Has a fee of $100. I have included that into the budget thing. So I'm going to spend anywhere between $600 and $800. Hopefully, I'm going to stick within that range for the game. Hopefully, more likely, but there's no way I'm going to spend anything above that. Actually, I realize that if we're going to do custom players and stuff like that, maybe that's going to change. Yeah, maybe that might change. But yeah, early access. Ooh. Wait. If you do early access, you don't pay for that, do you? Do you pay for early access? If so, I might do early access. Like only like, I don't know, a couple people get early access. Like 50 people get early access. Maybe, but then if the game doesn't get like, I don't know, 20 people, then it's like early access. I think you only pay the one-time fee to basically get a spot on Steam. After that, it's free to do whatever. Okay, gotcha. Twitter/X teasers on Twitter. Wouldn't you do that on like YouTube? Wouldn't it make more sense to do it on like YouTube, TikTok, and stuff like that? Why Twitter? What? Okay. Speedrunning community outreach. I would be impressed if if you could get it below an hour. I would be impressed. We're gonna get rid of that. That's even a okay. Yeah, I know ChatGPT did like all this stuff, but I didn't realize I went like out on it. Phase pre-production. Okay, cool mechanics prototype. 1 month. Production level design art full feature set 3 to 4 months. You see, I would, but that's not happening. Unless I somehow manage to like pull the money out of thin air. That's not happening. Full feature set? No. Polish, bug fixes, audio optimization. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. I get what it means. Release on Steam / console. I'm going to wait to release it on console until maybe, hopefully, I can get someone else. If I can get someone else to help with it beforehand, maybe I'll release it on console before, like when it actually releases. But I don't want to. Doing it on console might be tricky, and I don't know the know-hows, and I don't really want to know the know-hows. So if I can get someone that like, you know somewhat about console, really doing stuff with console and stuff like that, maybe. Post-launch patches, possible DLC. No, one DLC. That's probably better. Customize, no. Generate GTD, nope. Create a downloadable version. And fun fact, I've got a downloadable version. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, I think. Ooh, guess what? When's the next game dev stream? I always ask that, and I'm like, I never know, and I don't know why I don't know. What was that? Oh, that was that dude. Okay. What's today? Today's Wednesday. Okay, today is Wednesday. We got Minecraft around 1, maybe around 2. I'm probably going to sleep a little bit. It is nearly 10 o'clock. Damn. Thursday, we've got the Crew Motorfest, which is at 6 p.m. Okay. Friday, game dev at 6. I might make the game dev a little bit later in the day. Probably around like 2 p.m. Yeah, I might make game dev around 2 p.m. So if we we're already over there. I was like, if we go there, boom. Question. Before we do go anywhere, does anyone know a good music maker production thing? I thought Steam had some, but apparently they don't anymore. So I'm a little confused on why. But yeah. Nope. I did say around 1-ish. Boom. Boom. On what day? What day was it? Game dev Friday. Friday. What day's Friday? Friday is the 25th. Friday is the 25th. Fine. I'll do it myself. Okay. It's 1 p.m. But why do I got China? Oh, that's right. Yeah. What was I after? Boom. Now that I have a France buddy, I'm gonna add France in there. Boom. Yeah. 1 p.m. my time. 11 p.m. EDT. London, 4 a.m. Dang. Tokyo, I think most of Japan. I think Japan only has one time zone. Is 12. PDT is 8 p.m. Central Time is 5 a.m. France, I think France only has one time zone. I think. Don't quote me on that one. It's 5 a.m. CDT, Central Time, is 10 p.m. New Zealand is Newfoundland. Wait a minute. That seems wrong. Yeah, no, that is wrong. That was meant to be New Zealand, not okay. MDT, which is Mountain Time, that's 9 p.m. Greenwich Borough, United Kingdom, BST is 4 a.m. And if you are from China, which I think China only has one time zone, 1, thank you for being here. 2, that's at 11 a.m. So, yeah. That'll be the time zones that we got. I'll make a post on Discord as well. Because I should probably do that. Newfoundland? Yeah, I don't know why I have Newfoundland. That was meant to be New Zealand. What time did I say? 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Gracias. Boom. Game dev stream will change on Friday to... Boom. Cool. Give me my bell back. I don't like it when it takes away my bell. I like my bell. Ah. I sort of kind of messed up. Hold up. Boom. There we go. At social media. Boom. Haha. Cool. That sort of kind of makes sense. Yeah, that was actually meant to be. Newfoundland? Newfoundland. Wait. Why is it Newfoundland? Wait. Hold up. Newfoundland? Wait, what? Wait. Newfoundland. Wait. Am I the weird one? Newfoundland. I'm the weird one. What is Newfoundland? Which fine. Fine, I lose. I lose, okay. Skiz is still streaming. I'm gonna try it. Hold up. Slash raid Skiz. There's no way. We're gonna raid out to Skiz. There's no way. We're gonna raid out to Skiz. Yes. I'm sorry. We're gonna raid out to Skiz. Oh yeah. We're gonna raid out to Skiz. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. I don't know why I'm so excited. We're gonna raid out to Skiz. Yeah. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed stream. I shall catch yous later on this afternoon for some Minecraft. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord. Thank you Tanaki for the sub, and thank you Not Dawn for the raid, and thank you for everyone that stuck around. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. And next week, this week, Friday, we'll be able to get working on some Unity stuff, because that is going to be awesome. In between now and then, I'm going to try and get some mock designs for the terrain. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall catch yous whenever I catch yous. I love you to death, and enjoy.